So I just wanted to get into things. I was I was taking a shower the other day on my day off. You know, had a bit of a sleep in, was ready to go, and walk in to go into the shower, and I absolutely booted under the shower door, and I like took a chunk out of my foot. I was like, you motherfucker. And it just made me think when I was in the shower, I was just reminiscing about it, and I was like, I remember when I was like no more than 10 and I was getting in the shower and I closed the door behind me and kind of did the same thing, and it took a chunk out of my heel. I was like, fuck. I just like thought, like, you hurt yourself so much when you're younger compared to now.
If I stubbed my toe now, I'd have the next like week off work.
Definitely, 100%. Sorry. And I remember when I was probably like around the same age, because I was at the same house actually. Like there was a bush behind where I was living, and there was like this. It was just like hella dangerous. Like if you looked at it now, you'd be like, what the fuck is that? It was like a tree, and it was on like a hill, and it had like a huge drop off. And on the drop off, it wasn't just like dirt, it was broken rocks, like shattered pipe, just like a danger zone. And it was like a tree swing was attached to this huge tree. And what you would do is you would swing around the drop off and like come around the other side. And I was like young as, and I used to just go with my brother and his mates. And then I did it right. And like, it just like had to happen to me. There was like this little twig that just stuck out of the tree. And when I like came around, the rope got caught on the twig and like whiplashed me, no shit. And I just like spiraled into backflips and just like face planted on the ground.
Wow.
I reckon it was like honestly the weirdest thing ever. And like, you know when you're like just in instant shock when you're a kid, like when you hurt yourself? Yeah, so I like got up, just like looked around, and like my brother's just like, oh my God, what is, like everyone was just like freaking out. And like, I didn't know what happened. And I look at my finger and it's just like sliced open. Like I didn't start crying until I saw this slice on my finger. It was just pouring out blood. Yeah, and then I cried myself all the walk home, just screaming.
It's funny. I feel like you always cry once you see the actual initial. Because I remember when I broke my arm, I was like wrestling with all my mates back in, I can't even remember what it was, but it was that funny. So we went to like this athletics camp thing. So we had to like travel all the way to like Albury or somewhere like that. And like you stayed overnight, because obviously it was far away from where we were. So you stayed overnight, and then we did the athletics tournament the next day. But that night, like all boys in the same room, wrestling each other, like hitting each other with chairs.
Yeah, just you usual.
Slamming each other. Yeah, and then as soon as I got slammed on the bed, Batista bombed too, I just remember it. And then I put my arms back to save myself, and then next minute, my elbow, I just remember seeing it in a different sort of direction. I was like, oh no, sitting there, but no one believed me. I'm like, my arm's broken, go get the teachers. Everyone's like, yeah, sack tap him.
Classic Blake.
He's alright.
Sack tap him. Someone was like, sack tap him. And then as soon as someone said that, I started crying because no one believed me. Not a single person believed me. No one was like, oh, help him. Oh, sack tap him, bro. So had to get me brand new athletics jumper cut off.
Really?
Yeah, I was spewing. You know how cool they were to school? Everyone was wearing them and shit. I'm just like, yo.
Did you wear yours after the incident? It was just like cut. You wore it as like a.
No, they cut me out of it. The whole thing was fucked.
That's actually cool.
My story deal with pain. When I was a little kid, about 3-4 years old, my dad put me on top of his car. I had the family over and stuff, and I was a bit blind one eye. So my uncle's at the end of the driveway, right? I was like, catch me. So I jump off like full on Superman, jump like boom, smack my chin straight in the ground. And my dad was like, what are you doing? He was nowhere near. He was on the other end of the drive. I was like, oh, so yeah, I busted my chin and my family found out I'm blind one eye. Win-win.
That is so good.
Like it was the worst thing. Like that's why I got a bit of scarring underneath here. But I feel like if I did that now though, it wouldn't be as bad.
So why you got scared of heights to this day?
Oh, shocking. Bunk beds, not me.
Yeah.
Top bunk, fuck that off.
That actually reminds me of another story. I was like, I don't even know, we were just getting driven around on a trailer, like 3 of us. Yeah. And then I thought, everyone got off except me, and I thought my mum was like going to drive on the highway. So I like panicked while she was driving and like hopped off the trailer. And like at that age, I didn't realize that if you just jump straight off while the car's moving, you're just gonna like tumble.
Yeah.
So I tumbled and then went under the trailer. And mum drove over me. And then I just like ran back to the driveway, and I was like, you know when you're a kid and you like get hurt, but you like just like act like nothing happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. My stepdad was like, that was silly, wasn't it? I was like, yep. Oh shit.
As now though, I feel like pain is not as bad because as a kid you can't choose to ignore pain, but now you've got that thing in your head, be like, okay, it hurts, but you can keep pushing through.
Yeah.
Like, do you get that at all? Like, if you say you hurt something, like, oh, the show rolls on, like, you gotta...
At work a lot.
Yeah, I feel like I was a big crier when I was young.
Yeah, you look like one.
Ouch.